Have you been watching advices and tips and routines from other homemakers, how to maintain your house clean and how to manage the household, but nothing is working for you? Well, in that case, I want to encourage you today to find your own rhythm. Sure, we can absolutely be inspired by other women and find routines that could work, but we still have to find our own rhythm in homemaking. It's so important because then we actually can maintain it. And for me, I'm the most productive during the mornings. I would love to be an evening person so I can prepare the house so it's all clean and done and finished in the evenings so I can wake up to a clean and nice home. But I don't work like that. I'm a morning person and I'm the most productive during the mornings. So for me, it's natural to actually do most of the stuff in the mornings. Sure, it would be wonderful to wake up to a clean house, and sometimes it's a little bit stressful when I have to clean it in the morning if you expect someone to come over and you want to make it nice and so before that. But I can't help it that I'm actually enjoying homemaking more in the mornings. So if I want to be very productive and keep things going, mornings are my time. And that's how I can maintain my homemaking routines and with cleaning and other chores and laundry and stuff. If I do everything in the mornings, then I usually keep the routines. Because if I'm trying to force myself to do it when I'm not enjoying it, sure, don't enjoy it every time that we make it. But if I do it in the times where it's extra hard for me, it's so much harder to maintain the work. So I want to encourage you today to find your rhythm. And that also includes with God. Because not only do we have to attend our home, we have to make sure our home is maintained the way it should be, but we also have to maintain our faith. We have to maintain our walk with God and make sure that we are steadfast in our faith. So not only do we have to find a good rhythm for our homemaking, we also have to find a good rhythm for the Lord. And of course, that can look very differently depending on who you are and how you do things. You can go to God in prayer and reading His Word and everything in several times a day. Maybe you spread it out during a whole day and you take a little piece here and there, or you do it all in the morning or all during lunchtime or whenever it's best for you. But it's so important here as well to find the rhythm that works for you so that you can maintain it and for a long time. Because here as well, if we force ourselves to go to God when it's not natural for us, sometimes we do have to force ourselves, I don't say that, but if we do it in an unnatural way for us, it will be hard to keep showing up. It will be hard to, or harder to go to God when we have our bad days. So if we find this good rhythm for us, it will be easier to maintain our daily show up for the Lord, even in bad days. Our walk in faith and in homemaking and family life, sometimes it is hard, and sometimes we do have to force ourselves to do the things that we need to do. But if we, as I said, find this rhythm that works for us and that is natural for us, it will be so much easier. And for sure, if you are able to start the day with God, that will help during the day. I can promise you that. So if you have the possibility to at least read the word while you're drinking your morning coffee or whatever it is, do that. Take just some minutes in the morning in some way, because it will strengthen you throughout the day, or in prayer, or maybe listening to a song, or whatever it can be. Just make sure that God is with you in the morning, and how that can look is probably different to everyone. I have to be honest, in homemaking and being home with the children is not always an easy task, and our patience and our strength is put to the test sometimes. But if we have the foundation throughout the day, that we have gone to God, maybe lifted up in prayer that help me to be patient today, it will be easier to maintain that patience and level of calmness throughout the day. So I really want to encourage you to take the time to try out what is your rhythm, not to listen too much on what other people say you have to do, but to find your way of doing things. And I don't say it's wrong to be inspired by other people, but you have to find your way. Maybe you will have to try several weeks or months before you know what is your rhythm. Most likely you know yourself pretty well, so you know if you're most productive during the mornings, in the middays, or in the evenings. So adapt your days to when you have the most energy. Try to focus on your family as much as your homemaking when you have your most productive time. To not only give the household your best time, but also to give your family and your children and your husband also, of course. It's a balance, and we have to learn what works best for us. I wish you will have a blessed day today. Thank you for listening. Let me know if there's any subject you want me to address more here on the channel, and I will try to do my best. But see you soon again. Bye!